Hi, I'm gonna make a Mexican version of a pork roast. It is so simple. It turns out so good. It is very easy to make. It just takes a long time, but you don't really have to do anything. Pour some red sauce on it, let it cook for 2 or 3 hours, but that's about all you have to do. Now let's jump in. I have a bag of these chilies, and I used to use Las Palmas red chili sauce, but now that we've lived in Florida, I can only find the enchilada sauce. So I like the red chili sauce better. And then I heat my pan up and put some oil in and make it real hot. And then I'll take my pork roast and sear it real quick. And I have my oven preheated to about 235. I use extra virgin olive oil, but a lot of people might not use it because it doesn't have a high cooking temp. It's just what I had on hand. You can use a little bit of vegetable oil if you prefer, but that's what I use. And then make sure it gets nice and hot. And let me show you how to make sure that it's hot. You take a little drip of water, a little, and just flick it in there. If it's too much water, it will splatter up back in your face, so be very careful. And the little bit of water that splattered down, if that was hot enough, it would pop. So it's not quite hot enough yet. See, now it's hot enough. Here's my pork roast. And I'm just gonna put it in there. Be careful. Since I have an electric stove, I'm going to turn this down now. Now I'm going to flip it and then pour the sauce over it, take it off the heat and stick it in the oven. Okay, there, it was seared. Now I'll sear this other side real quick. Pour the red sauce on it. That's about it. Cover it with the lid. But I almost forgot to add my red chilies. These are hot, so if you don't want them hot, if you don't want it spicy, then don't put those in. Because this enchilada sauce tends to not be too hot, temperature hot, like spicy hot. So I add these in there. It just adds a little bit more flavor. And then that's all I do, and I put it in the oven. So it's been a few hours, just gonna check it. It's cooking away, probably another hour or so. Now I'll just remove these because they're probably too hot. And you take some, it's been like 5 hours at 230. And I'll take some forks or my tongs, and I will just shred this. Let it soak up some of the juice. Okay. And I'm just removing the pork from the Dutch oven into the bowl to shred. And there you have it. That's some pulled pork, Mexican style. So now I'm just gonna take my forks and pull it apart. It's real tender because it was cooked on a very low temperature for hours in the oven. And I just pull this apart just like this until all the pieces are, all the big chunks are small. And then sometimes I'll take a spoon and scoop out some of the juice and pour it over the top. How much ever you want, how little you want. And now you have pulled pork, and you can use it with tortillas, with, I don't know, any kind of dish that you just would like to make. And remember, this is just a red chili sauce, so it is a little hotter. And then I put the red chilies in there too. Okay, well, that's all. And there you have it. Have a good day.